Come into child's pose. Spread the fingers, tuck the chin, roll through the spine, table. Drop the belly, open heart, open throat. Scoop that tailbone under, chin to chest. Inhale, open heart. Exhale, cat stretch. Inhale, open throat. Sit back onto the heels. Tuck that chin, roll through the spine. Begin to move through the hips, the spine, hip circles. Initiating the breath and allowing for the movement to ride the breath. Getting every aspect of the spine involved, all those little muscles that attach from the spine to the pelvis, to the rib cage. Bending the elbows, getting a little tribal. Curling toes under and slowly making your way into downward facing dog. Notice the quality of your breath. Rise up onto the balls of the feet and lower back down again. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. Calf raises. Inhale, right leg high. Spread those toes. Step the foot to the outside of the right hand. Spread the hands the width of your mat. Look forward. Front knee over ankle. And a few little push-ups here. Keep the head a natural extension of the spine. Warming up, wrists, elbows, shoulders. Actively pressing back through that left heel. Uncurl the foot, drop the back knee, and open that right foot a little bit. Shifting the left hip down toward the floor and looking over the right shoulder. Begin to move the entire body, looking over the left shoulder. Creating that C curve in the spine. Opening up left hip, quads, hip flexors, and the muscles on each side of the spine, the deep lateral flexors. Begin to walk the hands all the way to the left. Keep that front knee over the ankle. Take a breath. Prepare for twist. Unfurl the right arm. Lift up and out. No tension on that bottom hand. Open heart. Release hand back down. Walk hands back onto the mat. Take a breath. Step the foot in. Right hand outside ankle. Set up for quad stretch on the left leg. You may need a cushion, blanket. You can actually roll your yoga mat in here too to give yourself a little extra padding if you have sensitive knees. Work with the breath here, inhaling length, exhale, drawing that foot a little bit closer. Release, step back, downward facing dog. Breathe in, breathe out. Left leg rises high. Spread those toes, active foot. Step outside left hand. Widen the hands on the mat. And a few little push-ups here. Opening up the left foot. Be mindful that the foot is tracking in the same direction as your knee. Dropping the right hip down toward the mat. looking over the left shoulder. Inhale back to center. Exhale, look over the right shoulder. Initiating the breath and allowing for the movement to ride the breath. Perhaps opening up the inside of the left foot here. Get a nice big movement in the torso, creating that C curve in the spine. Walking both hands to the right, preferably off the mat. Pause here. Shifting the weight into the right hand, unfurl the left arm, open and twist. Use the breath. Release both hands down, walk back to the center of your mat. Breathe in, breathe out. Setting up for quad stretch. Right side. Front knee over ankle. Once more, feel free to have some extra cushion or padding for the back knee. Grabbing a hold of the top of the foot, maybe even at the tips of the toes there. Also getting a stretch in the front of the shin, the anterior tibialis. Release. Step back, downward facing dog. Breathe in, breathe out. Dropping to the knees, sitting back into child's pose. Coming onto your backside, supine position. Feet flat, knees bent, crossing right ankle over the left knee. Setting up for a piriformis stretch, both hands behind the left thigh. Activate the feet and the toes. Deep breath in, and on your exhale, lift your head, neck, and shoulders, attempting to bring that knee to your forehead. And release. Slowly dropping right knee all the way down to the floor for a twist. Palms face up. Come back to center. Uncross, both knees back to chest. Feet reconnect to the mat. Switching sides. Left ankle over right knee. Both hands behind the right thigh. Activate the feet and the toes. Deep breath in, exhale, lift. Holding, pausing, stretching. And release. Taking your twist to the left. Back to center. Grab your block. Lift your hips and place it underneath the sacrum. One leg up, the other leg up. Straight legs, active feet, chest is open. Palms face up. Close your eyes, take a few breaths here. Long, slow, deep breaths. Release feet back down to the mat. Lift your hips, remove the block. Happy baby, grabbing a hold of your ankles outside of the legs. Ankles over knees, sacrum connecting to the mat, and then begin to rock from side to side. Attempting to touch each knee on each side of the torso to the mat. Moving into an inner thigh stretch, slowly begin to straighten out the legs, turning the toes down toward the floor, and pause here. Knees back to chest. Feet reconnect to the earth. Dropping the inner thighs toward each other, allowing for them to support each other as you widen the stance with your feet. The edge of your mat or maybe a little bit off, creating internal rotation of the thighs, creating space between the SI joints. And release. Knees to chest. Roll to your side. And come on back up to a comfortably seated place on your mat. Namaste.